speaking of the term walking with death, I really like that title. And the reason I like that title is because, just like a warrior going to battle, they accept that they will, not that they might die, they will die. It's like they almost accept it as a fact.
Yeah, of
And
course.
that helps to quell or even just, remove the fear, because if they've already accepted it, they go in with a clear mind.
Yeah,
And the irony is that that actually increases their likelihood of survival.
absolutely, absolutely.
And because they come in with that clear mind, that fear is minimized or eliminated. And that's essentially what we empower people to do. Should they ever have to defend themselves, they're equipped to be able to control or even
Yeah,
set that fear aside,
yeah,
so that they have clear minds, so they increase their likelihood of a
yeah,
positive outcome.
yeah,
But we also minimize the number of times that would ever happen in your
yeah.
life as well.
Yeah. Yeah, but you don't have to be a martial artist to know that death is imminent. As a
Mhm.
matter of fact, actually, it applies to everybody. Everybody's going to die.
Right.
There's no one that's not going to die. Okay? So in fact, the idea that and all your efforts to desiring and wanting to live longer and thinking somehow you have control over when you die and how long you're going to live, that is actually a delusion. See, that's actually not being in touch with reality.
Right.
The reality is you're going to die, and you have absolutely no control. That is the reality. Think about it, right? So most of us, though, we don't think like that. I mean, who plans to go and die? Somebody steps out of their house and goes for a walk and gets run over by a car. You drive in your car every day, and you don't think anything about, oh yeah, I'm going to die. You have a higher chance of driving in a car and dying than actually doing a sparring match in our class.
Mhm.
You know, but that reality doesn't set in. Okay, and that's why a person is able to drive their car fine, but when they are told that they need to go in and match, sparring match with all kinds of armor, okay, that's completely protected and they're not going to get hurt, they they won't, or they become afraid and they're unable to. It's the immediacy, you see, it's the immediacy of potential injury, and so it's perception, right? So if you can control that perception, and then if you can accept the worst case outcome, right, then that's when you can relax and be calm. Um, so you know, it has to do then, of course, then having the ability when you're able to think clearly, then you can use your rational thought, then reason properly. And what you have to reason is what is the thing that I can control and what's out of my control, right? So controlling death, right, or trying to live longer or more is actually nothing you can control. What you have control is what you do right now at this moment. That's the only thing you have control over, right? That's the only thing. Like what I'm going to do right now, right? In this moment. Okay. And so many of us also think about it, right? Uh, I mean, you got these long-term plans, right? Long-term goals, right? So you want to achieve them. You always making this excuse. When I achieve a certain level of status, when I've acquired certain financial stability, when I get married, when right, when I get a raise or promotion, you set all these things as a condition for you to take action. Many of us, You have all these plans, and then you find out you have cancer, you're going to die in a month. I mean, uh, um, plans and all those things are good. But uh, what the essential question has to be is, okay, you want those things in the future, and then the question is not what I uh, cannot or not going to do until I get there. The question has to be, what am I going to do today to achieve whatever it is? And if you think this way, also, your goals will change. See, when you look at time in a different way, your life in a different way, where I'm going to live a long time, your goals are going to change, right? When you live like, okay, I might die today, right? I don't have control over when I'm going to die. Then your long-term goals also will change, and you actually have fewer of them. Because you're going to be busy trying to make the best of what you have today. And that is really the essence. No, you have to appreciate many of the dissatisfaction or unhappiness comes from dissatisfaction of what you have. And that dissatisfaction takes place because you're comparing yourself to other people and the potential of the things that you're going to get in the future, right? And you heard me say
Mhm.
this all the time, right? Tomorrow is a fantasy, and the past is the past. The only thing you have the present. And there's all kinds of memes and sayings about the present, right? That's why it's a gift. It's a gift,
Right.
and you gotta appreciate that. But you gotta really look into that. And as a warrior, right, or to live by the sword is that thinking.